Totally, bud. Have to do that. Totally have to do that. Still one of the best steak and cheeses I've ever had. Yep, that was what it was. Usually, because nobody's around after 2. Once radio closes, they had no business. All right, what are we winning? What are we winning? If I win that Porsche. Oh, is that a mill? $1 million winner. Love it. Of course I'm talking with a full mouth. I'm collecting prizes like any fat heathen would. Like sitting at the casino, filling my fat mouth and collecting money from the coin slot machine.
You should.
You know? It never won't be insane. It's the name of the game in that place. Name of the game, bro. All right, so with that win, 3.6 mil. Of course he is. Wild man. Understand every 5th word he says. Rock and roll. All right. So, old Mark. Of course I do. Mute. Oh, the basement. Cool. Oh. That dude was the shit. He certainly ran that back part, without a doubt. So I think she's interested in what I eat, so she may get down. So I made my homie a promise. My boy from England. So he started his Just Erickson. He's probably not listening to me right now, but he started his own stream and he started doing Need for Speed Heat, but he's doing it. It's like a 12 or 14 hour straight through. Just out of camera right here is my gray cat. Put the armrest down. He may step out on it if he's feeling brave enough. Well, just interested in what I'm eating. You saw his tail flash by the camera. I figured as much when all of a sudden you stopped talking. It happens.
Don't do that.
As it was, I ended my stream shortly after I think you passed out. Because I too was getting real tired behind the wheel. It was late for sure. As it was, I didn't get to bed until midnight. I mean, until 2. The way that goes sometimes. I'll figure out. There's a car that I'm missing. That wasn't one of the. Oh. Got to go to the cafe. And take a look. Okay, that's the $20 million McLaren F1. 20 mil for that Mercedes, 20 mil for that Alpha. Ah, here we are. Hybrid prototypes. Audi R18 and the TS050. R18 and the 050. R18 and the 050. Sounds like a song, right? The R1. What's the R1? I'm not sure I know what car you're talking about. Sadly, when you say R1, the first thing that comes to my mind is a motorcycle. So, the R5. Yeah, it's R5, and yes, they do. I'll show it to you in a sec. Okay, that's a mil. What was the other one? The Toyota TS050, which I think is also a mil. You still have an Outback by you? They closed the one near me. There you go, buy. You get a RAV4 if you want one. How about a minivan? No? Actually, that's a full-size van. Tundra. There's the minivan. Actually, it's more like a full-size, but... Toyota's got some weird ones here, don't they? You're gonna what? Smells good. Thank you. All right. Yes, please. You're amazing. And so they have them on the used market. These are all Toyotas. It looks like I already have this one. This is the one I need to buy. This one is also a mill. So I'm going to go ahead. The minivan took the spot of the Lightning. That's funny as hell. So I need to buy this one to complete. Five or six. TSO 50 coming home with me. Me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I got you. When I take it, got it. No, I don't want to get in that one yet. I want to go back to complete this set. Just slowly filling out all the Group 1 cars. And last but not least, as far as these go, we're going to do lucky number 7. Whoops. We don't lock up the machine completely. Lucky number 7. Purchase. Done. You get to see how fast that car actually is. Since we got it, yep, let's go ahead and get in this one. We got to go to Le Mans and see how fast it goes. Because I think that's what we do in these things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do this. I'm sure it is time before I lose the microphone. Got 2 turntables and 2 microphones. It's one of my favorite things to do is kill the mic. I do. As soon as I go to this track, I will show it to you. Here, I'll show it to you real quick since I'm not in the garage or not in the race yet. Garage. I'll show you. Fadoo. Right there. The R5 Renault Turbo was the talk of the 1978 Paris Motor Show, where it was displayed with its body panels removed. While its first model was only a prototype to entry in the WRC, the vehicle came to the market in 1980. Yep, that was what made them cool and made them unique, was the fact that they made a mid-engine. That's why they have those big vents behind the rear, in front of the rear wheels. The R5 Turbo employed the same body shell as the normal Renault 5, but in order to make it more effectively transfer to the turbo-boosted power to the road, the original model's front-wheel drive layout was scrapped in favor of a mid-engine setup where the entire powertrain, including the engine, transmission, and even the differential, sat on top of the rear axle. The engine was small, water-cooled, 1397cc overhead valve inline-4, but thanks to its Bosch K-Jetronic fuel injection, you should recognize Jetronic from your Volvo knowledge, Garrett turbocharger, and air-cooled intercooler. Maximum power and torque were raised to 159.8 horsepower and 162.7 foot-pounds of torque for a truly substantial boost in engine performance, representing a 1.5 times increase in the power over the basic Renault 5, and a 3.3 times increase of torque. Huge amount of torque increase. Yeah, that 1980. And of course, the chassis and body were also strengthened. The front and rear fenders widened to fit the turbo's wider tires,